back in today. Cracking day today, guys, for a change. So we're going to get these nets off. First time this year. Taking the retro drain out. Look, I don't know if you can see it. It's a bit sunnier today. Little bit of muck and things on the bottom. Got it out over there. I'm going to give it a wash down. Like I say, I haven't lifted that out since I fitted it, so it's not really that dirty. There's a couple of leaves on it. Definitely does a better job than before, but I'm still going to get the hoover in. Give this pond a little hoover today. Catch you in a bit. The beauty of this drain is you can unclip all these air lines to clean it all down, so you can get this pretty much spotless again now. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I've cleaned the underneath and just working my way around there. I've noticed my flow is quite slow off the pump, and that one-way valve, I've just sort of pulled it apart slightly, but obviously there's water in that barrel, so I'm draining it down a minute. There's a lot of leaves and things being pulled up, so fair play to that bottom drain. It is pulling quite big particles up, so I'm draining tab 1 down, and I'm going to open that valve and clean it all out. I have got one I made earlier, so I can put that one on. But yeah, so that's blocked, so I'm just draining down at the moment. I don't know if any of you use these one-way valves, but they're bloody brilliant. And all it is, when the water's coming in, is a direction on it. When the water's coming in off your pump, it pushes that forward, and then when you switch your pump off to clean your filters or whatever you're switching it off for, it just pops back and stops all the dirty water returning to your pond. So if you haven't got one of these guys, I suggest you get one on. They're really good bit of kit. Perfect time to add the bicarb while the water's low, and give it a chance to mix in there before it returns to the pond. Happy days. Now guys, that looks a much better flow. Yeah, the stand ends better. Yeah, that's made a hell of a difference cleaning that out. Cleaning that bottom drain this morning and all the pipe work. Hell of a difference to the flow. There's 18,000 litre pump in there, see? So sorry for the noise of the looking in the barrel a minute, but I'll go a little bit quieter as it starts to fill. Well, that's filling up much faster now. It was hardly moving before. You can see it filling now, so happy days. It'll look much better flow on my return as well, back into the pond. So yeah, well happy with that. It was all worth the clean. Unplanned it, didn't think it was going to be so nice, but what a day it's been today. Not even cold out there. Temp on the pond though is only 6 degrees, but beautiful temperature to get on with things in the garden today. Fair play. Water's murky now because I brushed the bottom and I've been hoovering, but it'll soon clean up. That'll soon go. By the morning now the filters will have done their job. Gonna knock the skimmer back on as well. Just gonna get that turned back on. Right, let's have a little look at the KH, is it? Let's see how it's doing again now. Right, so whack the 5mm in. Again, using my Jap IKH tester. Should go blue, as you know, with 1 drop. There you go, nice and blue. 2 drops. Can hold it. So 3 drops in. Still lovely and blue. 4 drops in. She's still a blue. That's with 4 drops. There's the 5 in. There on, she's just turning there now on 5, so hell of a difference to where it was. I've put more in today, as you've seen, so hopefully I'll do this test tomorrow and she'll be up where it needs to be. So anyway, it's safe where it is. Repositioned that airline today and it's ugly now, floating on top like that. I'm sure they do a sinking airline if I remember rightly. Does anyone know if they do a heavy line that'll sit in the bottom? I think that would be a nice touch if I could get something like that. Right guys, I've enjoyed in the garden today. Cleaned my pump out, cleaned that one-way valve out, give everything a bit of a spring clean. Weather's been cracking. I enjoyed today. It's not the usual freezing and glad to get back in. Water levels dropped because I've been hoovering. Retro bottom drain is working a treat, fair play. Obviously you've still got to hoover with it. I don't know what proper bottom drains are like, but I'd imagine you've still got to hoover. You'd always get bits in there that don't get pulled down towards the drain. So I've done that. Pond's looking lovely and clean. Brushed it all, so like I said earlier, it's a little bit murky now, but filters and everything are back on, so by the morning I should be back to normal. KH is almost back to where it needs to be, so chuffed with that. See, it's well worth checking, guys. Keep an eye on your water, do your KH and pH once a week. That's what I do. And in the summer, obviously, you will have to do your ammonia and nitrates, but this time of year with minimal feeding, they don't really, or in my pond, they don't seem to cause any issue. Have a look at the fish. You've probably been thinking, what the hell's going on today? They're not on the bottom. I've been moving things around. It's nice the nets are off. Looks a hell of a lot better with no nets. Once I get this painting done now, I'm waiting for all the wood to dry out nicely, and then the painting will begin on there. Same with these. Don't know, been thinking of perhaps tiling slate or something on there, but don't know as yet. May paint these grey, and I got the black paint to go on the back, so I think it'll contrast nice off my fencing. And if I do these grey, may do another year out of these decking boards. They still in good nick, they just need painting. So but anyway guys, I'm going to end the video there, waffling on a bit now. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up for me. And as always guys, all the best. See you soon.